Hello, you hardcore boxing fans out there. How are you doing? It's Russ here from Porky's Corner, the biggest gob in sport. I say the things on here that nobody dare say. Right. The Tyson Fury myth, or I don't know what to make of it all. I mean, do we even believe a word that comes out this man's mouth? Now, for years, for starters, he's been telling us his name's Tyson Fury. People say his real name's Luke Partridge or Luke Fury, whatever, but originally they were partridges, but who cares anyway? 6'9", he's actually 6'7". So that's a myth to start with. So they can't even tell you the right height, can they, or the name? It's just waffle for the sake of chatting waffle. Why I'm a little bit unhappy here is that the media seem to be scared to ask proper questions with this guy. Nobody pulls him up on his CV. Not one person. Now, I went to his debut. He fought on his debut just before Christmas 2008. So he's been a pro now, nearly 17 years. In 17 years, he's had 37 fights. What's that? A couple of fights a year? Not very active, is he? You know, he's had 12 fights since he beat Vladimir 10 years ago, right? So he's not active whatsoever. Retires after every fight, so he can go out and get bladdered. He learned from when he got done before. See where I'm coming from? Because he had that wild boar test that he failed. Then he had a cocaine tested positive. Then they came at him again and he refused it and said, no, I'm retired. But it is what it is. He'd not made an announcement. So he learned from that. So he does learn from his mistakes, but let's have it right. Let's dissect his career. Now, he's this GOAT that he tells us. Never went to Olympics. Didn't go to Olympics. Go look at his record. It's absolute gaslighting. Absolute gaslighting, his record. It's a shocker. He's got 4 wins over former, current, and future world champions. 4. Steve Cunningham, right, who was a cruiserweight. He fought Fury at heavyweight, an old man by this stage. That were a life and death. Fury got dropped. Pychek dropped him. Wilder's dropped him 4 times. And Garno. Usyk gave him a count. Look, the list is endless, right? But he's supposed to be this defensive genius. But let's see the champions on his record, former, current, and future. Steve Cunningham, an old man, stepping up in weight. Vladimir, 4 months, December, January, February, 4 months before his 40th birthday, in his 68th fight. Let me repeat that. 4 months before his 40th birthday. 4 months. That's craziness, isn't it? And 2 wins over Wilder, a one-trick pony. They're the champions that he's beat. That's it. 2 of them were holding belts. Wilder were holding one, and Vladimir. They had hardware that he needed. That is it. The rest of it is dressed up with your Kevin Johnsons, your Martin Rogans. Derek Chisora. I mean, he fought Derek Chisora 3 times. I thought John McDermott beat him. I thought Ngannou beat him, who were in his debut as a pro. Fury at this stage is supposed to be the big noise in boxing, wasn't he? When he fought Ngannou, he was supposed to be the daddy of the division. Ngannou on his debut dropped him, and I thought beat him. Crazy. I thought Wilder beat him in first fight. The referee was shocking. He gave Fury 2 massive long counts. He should have been stopped in the Walling fight. Walling at the time was 20-0. He's gone to pieces since then and never recovered since then, Walling. John McDermott beat it first time. He's rode his luck whatsoever. Now he's coming back saying he wants Usyk because he was robbed. How was Fury robbed against Usyk? How can that be? How can that be? We've had the drug issues, didn't we? Then we had the mental health lies. Mick Hennessy were going to expose him in high court. That's true. He settled out of court for 1.5 million. If Mick Hennessy was such a bad guy to him, and Fury had so many millions, why didn't he just crush Mick Hennessy? Crush him in court. You know, Mick Hennessy had to mortgage his underpants at some points in boxing. Fury could have crushed him in court, crushed him if the evidence were true. But no, Mick Hennessy, we're going to crush him in court. He had all the emails, all the voice texters, everything. So Mick Hennessy played the long game, didn't he? Mick Hennessy, he did the right thing. He can't talk about it. There's a non-disclosure. But he got 1.5 million, Mick Hennessy. So good luck to Mick Hennessy. He stood up to him, didn't he? Fury shit his pants. He didn't want to take Hennessy on in court. It's like Frotch did. He settled out of court 300 bags. But like I've just said there, Fury's everything that we don't want in a champion. Well, he's not a champion now. We've had lies, deceit, retirements. Oh, I'm giving 7 million to charity. Just so he didn't have to give that money to Mick Hennessy. You can sue me, Mick. I'll give it away to charity. No, you didn't. Nothing went to charity at all. Nothing. Nothing. It's lies and gaslighting. £1 million bet with Piers Morgan. I'm retired. No, you're not. You're not retired. You're not. You've had 6 fights since then, since that announcement with Piers Morgan. My God. 3 doping issues, you know. I'm going to drive a car into a wall. We've had all the lies and that. You know, don't give him a big ban. He might do something stupid. He's got mental health. They've played it to a T. They've played the media to a T. Ask any probing questions, you lose your press access. It's true. It's all out there. Now we've got him running around with a blow-up doll, pretending it's Usyk. Usyk made you his bitch twice, like he did Joshua twice, like he did Joyce and Chisora and Bellew and Daniel Dubois. But Tyson Fury's a role model. He's a GOAT. He tells us he's a GOAT. Where's the evidence to suggest he's a GOAT? He didn't fight Luis Ortiz. He had nightmares about David Big Truck Price when he were putting people not on Button Moon, on planet Mars. Show me the money. That's what Fury's just said. We've got his father running around headbutting people and terrorizing the media. These thugs want running out the sport. Run them out the sport. Born liars and confidence tricksters. 100-0 on the hard road. 100 by way of the lives weren't worth living. MI5 are watching me from the moon. I'm that important. Why would MI5 want to watch a man selling Citroen Berlingo vans on a 55 plate from a traveller camp in Wythenshawe? Why? Why? Why would an MI5 be watching him from the moon? They'd be watching people who were on FBI's most wanted, wouldn't they? Not John Fury, big fighting man in the ring or on the hard road. Absolute gaslighting. You know, just looking at his CV here. Look at it. Since Vladimir, he's fought Serapha Sarifi, Pianetta, Swartz Wallin, White Chisora, and Garno. And then he's gone in with the guys he's gone in with we can give him credit for. He went in with Usyk twice, got bladdered. Went in with Wilder 3 times, right? Bricktop fed him to Wilder because he didn't think he was going to do anything after the Wallin fight. After the Wallin fight, they all got frightened at Queens, where they all thought, he's finished. And he went in and fought his heart out against Wilder, but he should have been knocked out and he should have been stopped. But he got up, but he had a long count, 2 long counts. When he hits the deck, start your stopwatch. Forget all that long count stuff from the referee. We know what we're going on. Go and watch it. So it is what it is, isn't it? So there you go. That's my take on it. It's absolute gaslighting. Warm-up fights before Usyk trilogy. Do me a favour. Warm-up fights. Oh, my God. Absolutely unbelievable. What they're going to have Chisora 4? Wallin 2? What about White 2? Hey, what about John McDermott 3? Absolute gaslighting. Fraudulent. Confidence trickster. There you go. Somebody just asked me, who's best YouTuber on YouTube regarding boxing, Porky? Somebody's just asked me in the comment section. Without a shadow of a doubt, Hatman is the daddy. He's who everybody aspires to be like. Very balanced and very good. All right? So thanks for liking and subscribing and leaving a comment. There is other YouTube channels that are good, but I think he stood the test of time, that kid. So I tip my hat off to him. Go on, booyaka. Peace out.